KuhnerTime@live.com. Kuhner, time, one word, at live.com. My friends, Dirty Al, Big Al is back. He thought he dodged a bullet, but it now looks like he's in deeper trouble than ever. Portland police have now announced that they will reopen the case against Dirty Al. And for those of you that missed it, what is now going to take place could be official sexual harassment charges filed against Al Gore by a Molly Haggerty. You may ask, who is Molly Haggerty? Molly Haggerty is the 54-year-old massage therapist, who alleges that on October 24th, 2006, at the swanky Hotel Lucia in downtown Portland, Oregon, an individual registered at the hotel under the name Mr. Stone asked for a not a 1, not a 2, but a 3-hour massage. Now, to me, right off the bat, let me be frank with you, that to me is a dead giveaway. I don't know who gets a 3-hour massage unless they're looking for a little more, how should we put this, R&R. A little more R&R. So she goes up at 11 o'clock at night into this swanky, posh hotel room. And who is there but Big Al himself, Al Gore? And as she says, Al Gore came up and said, "Call me Al." And he then hugged her and embraced her, which she thought was odd. And then he began complaining about his grueling travel schedule. That's right, all those speeches charging $200,000 a pop to perpetuate the myth, the hoax, the lie of man-made global warming. All that money he's making, $100 million since he left the vice presidency. Oh, it's tough. Oh, he was complaining it was tough. His back is sore. But in particular, his lower abdomen, upper thigh, groin, crotch area, very sore, very tender, very tight. Yeah, it's global warming. You're talking about global warming. It's stressful. You don't understand. The ice caps are melting. The sea levels are rising. There's going to be massive drought. Islands are going to be submerged underwater. It's the end of the world. We only have until 2016, and it's all too late. I'm stressed. I'm nervous. And it's all concentrated in this one area. I don't know why. The end of the world is at stake. The fate of the world is at stake. It's Armageddon. It's environmental Armageddon. I'm stressed. Please. So he began to say, look, a little lower. A little lower. A little lower. And then he said, look, don't beat around the bush. And he grabbed her hand. And then he put it in his genital area. She pulled away. She said that he was drinking cognac and beer, that he was clearly under the influence of alcohol, that he became belligerent, that he began to call her names, and then he grabbed her in a headlock, in an embrace, and then began to fondle her. Her breasts, her back, her buttocks, her rear end. When she tried to fight him, he then grabbed her, pinned her down on the bed, and began sticking his tongue into her mouth. Now, here is the key point, my friends. What Molly Haggerty says is that she went to the Portland police and told about what happened. But under pressure from her liberal friends, remember, this woman says, I am a liberal. I am a political liberal. I revered Al Gore. My friends revered Al Gore, and people were telling me, how dare you accuse Mr. Global Warming of sexual harassment? How dare you accuse Mr. Global Warming of being a sexual predator? And so under immense pressure, she backed off. But then in 2009, she came back and this time told her story to the police. Papers in Portland got wind of the story and refused to run it, trying to cover up for Dirty Al. Because, my friends, what is at stake here is more than just a he said, she said. It is about the very credibility and prestige, the very authority of the man who has been the icon of the environmentalist left, of the green socialist movement. And like a messiah who's now been exposed for the fraud, charlatan, and conman that he is, they can't handle that the evidence now shows conclusively that man-made global warming is a lie. The earth is not warming, it's cooling. Al Gore was a liar who used that lie to make himself hundreds of millions of dollars. He's a charlatan and a swindler, a con artist, a snake oil salesman. But now the man himself, Mr. Feminism, Mr. Liberalism, Mr. Women's Rights, is nothing more than a dirty old man who likes to prey on women. That's Al Gore in a nutshell. And my question to you is a simple one. Do you believe Molly Haggerty or do you believe Al Gore? Because according to his spokespeople, they have now come out and said Al categorically denies the accusations against him. This is nothing more than a smear against his good name and character, and he will be cleared. But Molly Haggerty has a surprise. She has a pair of pants with apparently his DNA on it. She says there is now conclusive hotel video that will show what happened. She has key witnesses. She's now willing not only to take this fight to the public, but now it looks maybe even to the courts. And my friends, let me just ask one more other question, because this is a very important question. If you remember, over 20 years ago, when Clarence Thomas was nominated to be a justice on the Supreme Court, it was the key scandal of the late 80s, early 90s. A woman by the name of Anita Hill, a lawyer and later a professor at Oklahoma University, who had worked under Clarence Thomas, made the allegations that Clarence Thomas was unfit to be a Supreme Court justice. Why? Did he fondle her? Did he sexually harass her? Did he molest her? Did he make unwanted advances against her? Did he rape her? No. She said once he spoke dirty to her, and another time he made a comment about her pubic hair on his Coke can, that she felt with his eyes, he was harassing and molesting her. Even though she followed him after those two incidents in job after job after job. And liberals came out of the woodwork, all of them. The New York Times, Pravda, the America's Pravda, the Democratic Post, USA Today, CNN, NPR, all of them, PBS, they all came out of the woodwork, all the Democrats. Oh, women don't lie about these things. This was a climate of harassment that crippled Anita Hill permanently, psychologically, emotionally. She was scarred. How could you have this dirty man on the Supreme Court? And then these very same liberals walked the plank for Bill Clinton. And now they're walking the plank for Al Gore. And so to all the liberals out there, I'm being very serious, all of you that believed and supported Anita Hill, why do you believe and support Al Gore? Tell me, why now are you saying that women do lie about these sort of things when you said 20 years ago women don't lie about these sort of things? And so the question before the House is this: do you believe Molly Haggerty or do you believe Al Gore?